What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Raising Kanan, Season 3. What episode are we on? Season 3, Episode 8 review. In this video, at the end, I'm going to give a prediction about something major in the series. But before I get to my review and my predictions, I just got a little something I need to get up off of my chest, okay? And this is for specifically T-Squad member Alton Davis, okay? So I posted a picture of myself on the community page, and a lot of you thought it was my birthday because I put 42 where, but my birthday is in August, but thank you for the birthday wishes. But anywho, so Mr. Alton, you went underneath the picture and put happy birthday, Madam Keisha. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Then you put no Raising Kanan review this week, ... Enjoy, with an emoji face that's kind of like, you know. Then you came back and said no power book reviews this week, ... That's uncommon. Twice this season. Same you did with book 5. I think that's what he was talking about with Force. Mark Dark, Ashley Miller, Lamont Tyson holding it down. Let me just say this. I don't know if you were meaning to be shady. If you weren't, I don't know. But it came across a little shady, like you ain't posted this the second time you done did this. I'm going to go over here and watch their reviews then. Great. Please do. They're wonderful platforms. But this is what I need for some of you viewers to understand, that I'm a human and I have a life. And that's what I responded to you under that post. I have a life, sir. And it's not doing reviews every day, all day. Yes, this is a profession for me. This is a job. This is a thing that I get a coin for. And from, but I deserve a break just like everybody else. I have things going on in my life that you would never even understand. I get on here and I'm happy and I'm jovial because this is entertainment for you all, and I don't bring my problems onto this platform. But please believe I'm going through a lot personally, okay, in my life, with ailing parents, taking care of my parents, taking care of not only my household, but my parents, okay, family dramas and everything else, and just trying to keep myself happy and healthy as well, because I myself deal with several illnesses and ailments. So if I don't post, please don't get under there or underneath my videos or whatever, screening and policing when I post and when I don't post, because you only gonna hurt your own feelings, my love. Please don't do that. I appreciate the enthusiasm and everything, but if I do not post, it's for a good reason. It's either because I have things going on or I'm simply tired and I need a break, okay? Y'all gotta stop trying to police folks, okay? Please don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. Please don't. But if I don't post, please enjoy those other platforms, as you already are, I'm assuming. They're wonderful platforms, and I support them wholeheartedly. But I'm a human. I'm not a robot, and I deserve a mental break sometimes, okay? Sometimes just for myself to regather my thoughts, my energy, okay? My emotions, all right? So please don't do that. Please don't. Because I hold a lot in, and I ain't went off on folks in a long time, and I don't want to, because I'm not that person anymore. I'm a Christian, you guys. Please don't do that to me. But anywho, let's get into this week's review. So on this week for Raising Kanan, we see Lou outside Rock crib asking who she want him to kill next. I mean, just as loud as all day. Neighbors gonna hear it. Rock, he want me to kill next, Rock. Who you want? She like, boy, if you don't shut up and get your dumb self in this house. Like, Lou this season is blowing me. Like, he is really getting on my nerve. Either kill him or get him in order, because I can't. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. So Juke is at Aisha's house bonding with her. I'm surprised they didn't bump Ugly's child. And they get to talking about Nicole, because she asks about Nicole. She don't tell her too much, but she opens up to her, and Aisha really appreciates it. And they have like a little bonding moment. You could tell like they almost wanted to low key spread their legs and get the, rubbing coochies, but they didn't. So Raq tells Marvin that Kanan is working with Ronnie, child, Snap and Pop, Crackle, and the other one. So Marvin is just like, dude, like, this is a mess. So Pop tells Kanan that Raq will be his competition. So like, you're gonna have to get ready. It's about to be mothers versus son up in this bitch. And you could tell Kanan was like, dang. But at the same time, it was like he was almost happy about it. Like, I can really show her that I'm that dude and I'm not no little kid. Like, I want to show her that I can beat her in her own game. So Raq has their mama come over to watch Lou, child. But of course, that mama got a hand out. She can't do nothing without this. Like, she just needed to literally walk around like this, honey, because she ain't doing nothing for nobody if she ain't getting paid for it. She is a horrible mother. But now we see where Raq get her mothering skills from, her mammy. So after that, Marvin is seen in the car watching Kanan and Ronnie's whole organization production that they got going on. So he's seeing that they got runners doing, drop-offs for them and everything. So he followed one of the carrier workers. Raq meets with the restaurant supplier and his brother and says that her people will load the products onto their trucks and they don't have to touch nothing. Like, they ain't got to know nothing. We gonna do everything ourselves. But the dude Davis was like, so the brother David was like, this could help us with layoffs. Like, we won't have to lay our employees off. Like, this is a great deal. Like, he happy about it. He amped. But Terry, the one that like is in charge, was like, I want the same deal as my brother Hung over there at the Chinese restaurant. But Raq like, that's your brother deal. If I wanted to give you that deal, I would have came over here and said that. Nah, we not doing that, little sis. So he basically like, well, we ain't got no deal then. And Terry go off like, I'm in this too. I gotta say so. You gonna listen to me. I'm gonna tell mama. And he hooping and hollering and he run out and all type of stuff. Come to find out the mama dead. He up here talking to a psychic child that says that she can talk to the mama on the other side. It's a mess. But basically Raq was like, okay, you don't want to work with me. I got you. But we gonna see about that, homeboy. We gonna see about that. Also, David is a drug addict, child. And so Juke and her group are in rehearsals. And I love the song that they was performing. It was actually a bop. So she's made the lead of the group, and Crystal is mad, honey baby child, because she feel like she need to be the center of the attention. She thinks she Beyonce, okay? And she looking at Juke like she Latavia or Farrah. So they leave rehearsals, and when they leave out, they see Kanan and Crystal across the street all hugged up, kissing and stuff, and she look across the street like, yep, I stole your man, period, and what? So Aisha was, like, I see he got over me real quick, and Juke was gonna go across the street and punch him in the head, but she was like, don't worry about it, like, why would I care about them when I got you? She ain't have to say nothing else, child. Juke was like, well, come on in. You ain't said nothing but a word, sweetheart. And at this point, I'm wondering, are they going to get together? It's seeming like they're going to get together and be in a relationship. And I think something bad is really going to happen. And I think it's going to involve Kanan. And that's what's really going to start this rift between them. It's already there, but I think something even deeper and bigger is about to happen this season between Kanan and Juke. So Marvin attacks one of the courier drivers and learns that they're selling heroin, honey. And he looking like, y'all don't even know what y'all getting yourself into. Like, what is my nephew doing? So Lou leave the crib despite his mama making him a burnt breakfast. Like, she ain't got a motherly bone in her body. So Burke daddy goes to Nicole daddy to talk. And I'm like, oh God, like he just won't get somewhere and sit down and let bygones be bygones. Like, you gonna end up in the morgue just like your daughter. So the Chinese dude tell Raq that they got competition and that they need to be made an example of, talking about Kanan and Ronnie and them. And so she like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of this. And he was like, you better, because I gave you a time limit to get your stuff up and running. If you don't, it's a wrap, period. So she like, don't worry about it. I got it. Nicole daddy is in the crib talking to Captain Burke and was like, I was skeptical about Burke's involvement with Nicole, but when the other detective spoke to me and he said maybe she was complacent after all. So Burke daddy was like, other officer, was it Howard? And he was like, it was Howard. So now he putting 2 and 2 together that Howard is covering up some stuff. Now he just trying to figure out why and for whom. And he gonna end up finding out. So this is about to be a mess. Marvin tells Raq that the work from the South Side is coming from Kanan. Okay? That's their competition. So she like, dude, like, I already found out he working with Snap, Crackle, and Pop or whatever, the Rice Krispie treats. Now I know that they my competition on the streets. Like, dude, like, what next? So Marvin tells her that instead of focusing on this stuff with Kanan and Snap, Crackle, and Pop, we need to be focusing on Lou. Like, because he is a loose cannon right now. But she like, forget Lou. We put him on the back burner. We got to deal with this. But I think that she should have listened to Marvin, because Lou is out here wilding. I mean, wilding, talking too much, causing scenes, just crazy. Like, nah, y'all need to be focusing on him, because this is a mess. But Raq doesn't listen, because she thinks she run everything and she's the smartest person in the room at all times. So Howard is told the feds are going in on Marvin. Like, they finding up more and more information on Marvin. And this is not good for not only Marvin and Raq and them, but Howard too. So he gonna have to do something real quick to get this heat off of Marvin. So then we see Kanan and Crystal at the crib. They just got done smashing. It's a knock on the door. Lo and behold, it's the social worker. And she like, little boy, you supposed to be at home. And I'm going to give you 24 hours to be at home, or the next time you see me, you going to jail. So he looking like, this is my mama again. This is my mama again, trying to reel me in. But no, girl. See, this is about power, and I got some power now, so you're not about to be able to make me run back home like that. So Raq tells Snap and Pop to back off a Kanan. Like, that's my son. Y'all need to leave him alone. I don't mess with your family. Don't mess with mine. But they play dumb and did not working with Kanan. And Snap end up checking her. Like, I don't know who you think you talking to, little girl, but I've been doing this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And I don't think you want to be coming to me crazy. But, Raq ain't no punk. And she basically like, you heard what I said. Stay away from my son. So she leave, and Pop says to him, the wife says, this ish with Ronnie worth all of this? And Snap was like, this ish stopped being about Ronnie the moment she stepped in her. So now he feel like he got to check her 2 times and prove that you don't want this smoke. So now he about to try to make an example out of Raq. It's about to be an ambush, honey. Marvin sees Hung with another woman because he's been surveilling him. So he's following him around, but lo and behold, Hung don't even know that this woman that he kicking with, Marvin had already got to her, and they setting him up. So Lou in the alleyway peeing, child, singing nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall with 2 white boys run up on him thinking they about to rob him with a little blade. And he was like, do it. Because he want to die anyway. Like, he don't want to live. He is just miserable. He is on his soft boy era. He is draking all day long. And he was like, do it. If you're going to do it, go ahead and do it. And he pulled out his blicky like, go and do it. So the dude's looking like, what? Like, they like, huh? So he get the pow, 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 busting. They get to scattering like roaches, and he fall out on the ground because of the shock from the gun, because he's so drunk and weak, he can't even stand upright. The man ain't had a good meal, and I don't know when. He probably smelled like pee and Bud Light. Like, just a mess. So then the best part of the episode, Juke at the train station about to catch the train to rehearsals when two girls run up on her like, you Juke, and she was like, who are you? They get to trying to jump her, but you know, Juke about that life, she been beaten up since she was a kid. She been fighting all her life, from her uncles, her daddy, literally, her cousins, her mama, the church. She been fighting her whole life. So they light work for her. She working them over and get the beating they butt. One of the girls, though, at one point got up out of her and was like, you ain't gonna be making it to rehearsals today. So she realized these heifers were sent by Crystal. So she really get to going in on them. But one of the girls ended up pulling out, like I said, a blade. The train then came, everybody running on the train because they ain't trying to get hurt. And so she's standing there like, oh, y'all really think this little blade gonna do something to me? Okay. So Raq goes to Pernessa to find out where Ronnie getting his work from, but she don't want to have nothing to do with it because remember, Ronnie didn't already threaten her to keep her mouth shut. But she slips up and mentions that Ronnie got a new girlfriend. So Raq was like, new girlfriend, huh? And then Pernessa was like, yeah, some lady, the lady that work at the bodega or whatever. So of course she knows now that it's Juliana. So at rehearsals, Crystal offers to take Juke's spot since she's a no-show. But lo and behold, guess who come running in with a black eye or whatever the case may be, but she's still standing. Ain't no cut on her nowhere. It's Juke. So the lady like, what happened to you? She was like, I ran into a cabinet or something like that. She's like, but I'm here. So she walked over to Chris and was like, if you thought that was going to do something, you are sadly mistaken, little girl. Please don't ever get it twisted. I'm that girl for real. And so she posed on some control, like, yes, and I'm still gonna hit my 1-2. So after that, we see Marvin in the hotel room in the dark while Hung and the prostitute is going at it. And he taking pictures. They turn the light on and Hung like, what are you doing here? So he was like, this is a setup. He paid a girl. And basically he was like, if you don't comply with us, I'm going to show these pictures to your wife. So of course Hung don't want that to happen. So now they have no choice but to work with Raq. And I locate, like I said to y'all last week, I low-key think that Raq gonna end up taking over that office supply store from up under him. Now I was wrong because last week I thought that the fight that Juke was gonna have at the train station was gonna have something to do with Ronnie, but it wasn't. It was Crystal. So good switcheroo with the writers on that. So Raq goes to Joaquin about Juliana out here playing him and doing work on the side. And so he was like, okay, if I get proof that what you telling me is true, you can have at her. So of course, you know, Raq gonna give him the proof. So Marvin and Joe are at this restaurant having breakfast and they going over Juke's story. But here go Joe bringing up the label she was signed to being connected to the mom. And he was like, where'd that come from? Like, this is supposed to be a fluff piece about my daughter, you know, singing. He was like, you need to dead that. We're not having that conversation, sir. What you doing? Like, I've been here for you. I've been helping you. Like, what type of time you on? Like, so this article is turning out to be more of a headache than anything. So the feds, we find out later on in the episode, are getting their information on Marvin from none other than Joe. So Joe's days are about to be numbered. And you know Marvin gonna be the one that's gonna end up having to do it. So sad. So sad. Now them kids gonna be orphans. But it's their daddy's fault. So then at the end of the episode, Raq pull up on Juliana at the crib, surprise her while she in her pajamas, fixing herself some Ovaltine. And Raq coming there dressed in all black like the Omen honey with her hair pulled back in a ponytail and was like, girl, you thought you could beat me, but you cannot. This is your last day on earth. Say rock-a-bye, baby. And she pow, pow, pow. And then she ended with a headshot, baby. And that's a wrap. Bye-bye, Juliana. Sayonara. So we got 2 more episodes and then this season is over. I did watch the BMF trailer, and I must say, I was not checking for BMF for season 3. I wasn't excited about it, but the trailer looked awesome. This could potentially be their best season yet, because season 1 and season 2 for me were good, but they weren't great. But it's looking like they might be pulling something up out their hat for season 3. So I'm low-key a little bit excited. Now, my prediction is that, what if Ronnie is Breeze? Because think about it. Every time we see him, he coming up out of nowhere like a breeze. Breeze like to watch, what was it, like Jeopardy or something every day? We see Ronnie have to be, he's often in front of the TV watching some type of programming, eating cereal. He teaches Kanan everything. He's like a mentor to him. We're seeing him mentoring Kanan. Now, the only thing that got me kind of tripped up is that they said that Kanan loved Ronnie. But it could be a situation where he does grow to love Ronnie, just like Tariq grew to love Kanan. Even though Kanan was crazy, they end up having a close relationship. And maybe he can tap into that human side of Ronnie that other people have not been able to tap into. And then think about the fact that they said that, what's his name? Ghost and Tommy worked for them. They was corner boys for them. What if they was working for the courier service? What if they wanted the courier service boys and they sitting there right underneath our nose this whole time? Just a thought. I don't know if it's true or not, because a part of me still feel like, what's his name? The dude from season 1 that Lou had to off. His brother might be Breeze. But it's a lot of little instances that's making me think that Ronnie might be Breeze. But hey, we don't know yet. We'll find out. But I'm going to give this week's episode of Raising Kanan, I'm going to give it an A. It was a really good episode. I really liked it. This season of Raising Kanan has been extraordinary. I feel like Raising Kanan, out of all of the Power series, is the best written, acted, concise show out of the Power series. Most definitely. They have done a phenomenal job with this show, and season 3 has been spectacular. I cannot wait to see how this season is going to end. You guys let me know down below in the comment section what was your favorite part of this week's episode. Mine was the fight with Jukebox and the girls and Raq. Getting her rock-a-bye baby on, okay? I love you guys. Sorry for my rant at the beginning of this video, but like, y'all gotta cut your girl some slack. Please, please. Bear with me. Don't be against me. Be with me, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.